Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is your sister Aisha here. Welcome back to Marriage and Motherhood Mondays. And you can see the little baby sleeping here right now. So, welcome back. I pray that you all are in the best health any man. And if anybody is struggling in those two departments, I pray that Allah sends you guidance and shifa. Ameen. And so today I had two topics in mind that I wanted to talk about, and so I took a poll on Instagram to ask you guys, did you want to hear about being a CEO of your home, or did you want me to talk about the hardest parts of parenting and give my advice on how to overcome them? And so by a landslide, running your home like CEO won. And so I'll be talking about that today. And next week, we will be discussing the hardest parts about parenting with advice from myself. So, before I begin on what this is about running your home like a CEO, I want to say this. I want to say, and if you see me looking down, it's because, like, literally, guys, like, I have my notes here. I don't know if you can see, but, like, yeah, there's so much that can be said. This video can easily be 20 minutes. I might just upload it in two parts, so you guys can choose if you want to continue watching the second video or not. But yeah, there's just so much to say on this topic. But before I begin on the topic, I want to say being a CEO of your home, what does that mean? So it means that as mothers, as wives, as the women of our family, we set the atmosphere in our homes, right? We set the tone in our homes of how we want to cultivate the home, right? And so I take that very seriously, and we should take that very seriously. And I feel that when we put ourselves and we look at ourselves, especially as stay-at-home moms, this video is not only for stay-at-home moms, this can be for mothers who work outside the home as well, mashallah. But I know for some of us mothers who stay at home, we feel that we're not contributing to society, and I think that that is just so sad that we think that we are not doing important work, because subhanallah, raising and cultivating a human being is the most beautiful, and it is very important. And if we do not take that seriously, if we do not take cultivating our kids seriously, then who's going to take that seriously? Who is going to care for them the way that we could care for them? And so this is a video about putting yourself in that mindset that every day you wake up, you know that you are doing important work. You do not feel sorry for yourself that you are home with your kids all day. And so you look at yourself and you say that my home is an institution and I am in charge of it. And what do I want to make of it? It's amazing. Your home is from scratch. You build it how you want. And so this is my encouragement to you sisters who feel like you're not doing something important. This is my encouragement to you to say you are the CEO of your home, because you are, mashallah. And so I will be talking about 6 points in this video of how to run your home like a CEO. Number one is having a CEO binder. I have a physical binder that I use to put everything in, to organize all of my hopes, dreams, goals, and everything. If you're more tech savvy and you love being more virtual, then you could definitely do this online on your computer and keep it there. I just love paper. I love reading from books. I love, just putting pen to paper and writing things out. And not really tech savvy. And so I choose to have a binder that I will show you in a moment. Number two, we're going to talk about two things that you need to do right now if you're a mother of young kids. Number three, we will talk about asking for help, because every CEO has employees, right? You have someone doing work. And so your family members, you need to ask for help, inshallah. Number four, self-care, because I take self-care very seriously. It is so important, and it is up there on the list. That needs to be number one on the list. I don't want you guys to forget yourself. Number five would be always having a current goal in mind, never being idle, never not having a goal in mind. And number six is being flexible in the season you're in. And so, with that being said, and before I start, I want to tell you, sisters, please do not take this video, compare yourself to me. Do not look on Instagram, compare yourself to other moms. I know we do that. It's so easy to do that. But before we do that, we need to realize that every mother is in a different season. Every mother's kids have different personalities, number one. they are different ages. And so whatever I am talking to you guys about today, I want you just to take it as like an outline. It's just a frame. I'm just giving you a frame. And based on your children's ages, personalities, the way your family is set up, you fill in the picture and you paint it how you want. I am just giving you a frame to work with, inshallah, that I have found that helps me. So here is my CEO binder. I don't know how this is going to show. It's probably going to show backwards, but it says Samantha running my home like a CEO. And so this is my binder. And I came up with this idea because I just wanted one central place to put everything. Now, what is in the binder? If you are a mother at home, to run your home like a CEO, you need to organize home cleaning. You need to organize finances. You need to organize meal planning. And you need to organize things that you want for self-care for yourself, things that you want for your children, and future plans for your family. And so that is all in my binder. So as you can see right here, the first page is home cleaning. Now, I want to tell you guys about an amazing blog. It's called A Mother Far From Home, and it's from a mother named Rachel. She's a mother of 5. And so she has, if you go on her website, amotherfarfromhome.com, she has a bundle pack. And when I tell you, subhanAllah, the organization of this mother, and she is a Christian mother, she is not Muslim, but mashallah, 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 she is so amazing. She has printouts, and that's what I use in my binder. She has printouts. So for example, I don't want to show all of it because it is paid for. I'm not sure if, showing it is what she would want, but she has printouts. This says home walk guide. And what this is, to organize. My first thing, if you want to be a CEO, you need to organize your house. If that means decluttering, making it more efficient so that you are not wasting time constantly looking for things. You know where things are and they are organized for you and your children, for your husband. It's very important. And so with the home walk guide, she has every room in your house. You're going to write down what needs to be fixed in that room. What needs to get thrown away from that room? What do you need to buy for the room? What repairs does it need? And so you could do this for every room. So we're not going to take too long on the CEO binder, but that's just one example. Another example that I have in the binder is 15-minute projects. She has this in her bundle pack. If you cannot pay for that or buy that or you don't want to, this is just an idea. You can write down 15-minute projects that you can do whenever you have 15 minutes. Whether that means, for instance, throwing out all your old Tupperware or, clean the refrigerator. Like just really quick things that if you have 15 minutes, your kids are being occupied, you can do this, right? And so for the first thing I want you to do in your CEO binder, you're going to be writing your home cleaning. You need to have a schedule for that. Daily. Mondays for me is taking out the garbage. Tuesdays for me is doing the laundry. Tuesday, the laundry has to get done. And so it's like this. The weekends is for cleaning all my appliances and things like that. So this is just something you want to think about. Home cleaning, organizing your chores so that they're not overwhelming you, not scheduling too many chores in one day. Number 2 I have is meal planning. Oh my gosh, every mother's nightmare, I swear. Meal planning. Now this is something I'm still working on, and so this is what I want to tell you right now in the video. Running your home like a CEO, it is not going to get organized within a couple of days, not at all. As mothers, we do so many things. Our hands are in so many different areas when it comes to our home, and so don't think that this needs to be happening overnight, not at all. I've been working on this binder for months, for like 2 months now, I would say, maybe a little bit more. I taken a break from it because I got, like, obviously I have a newborn, so it's really hard. That's the season I'm in, 3-year-old and a newborn. And so, yeah, so this can take months. This can take a week. This is something that you're going to be always working on and seeing how to get better at it. And so meal planning, in my binder, I write out, my weekly meals. But something you also want to include is writing out what's in your freezer. What do you have in your freezer? What do you have in your pantry? Because sometimes we just don't, we open it and we're like, what do we have? What do we have? So if you write them all down in your binder, whatever you have, you know what's in the freezer, and when everything is finished, you just exit out. You know that, okay, I already used the fish sticks today. I already used this. That's how I choose to do it. And so you have an inventory. You can have a food inventory of what is in your house. You also have your weekly planning. And you also want to write down and take mental notes of. See, now being a CEO of your house means like you're going in debt. In depth, not in debt. Oh, please don't go in debt. You don't want to do that. But you're going to go in depth in your home and thinking and writing these things down. So we have, you want to, if cooking and meal planning is something stressful for you. For me, it's totally stressful. I find it like one of the hardest parts about motherhood is that I have to feed other people. Because me, I can go my whole day without eating. Like, I'll just like not, I don't know, I'll just not think about it. I'm good with eating like little snacks here and there and then whatever. And then I have to keep thinking, oh, did this one eat? Did this one eat? Did this one eat? And so that goes into scheduling meal times, having set meal times. That has helped me so much. Like, I know that I need to feed my son at this time, breakfast. Then snack time is this time. Lunchtime is this time. So that is just like automatic. Before I'd be running around, I'm like, why is he asking me for snacks all the time? And that's because, hello, you're not having a meal plan schedule for your day. And so if cooking is something stressful, you want to write that down. You want to go in depth and write out where are you failing in cooking and planning your meals? What makes that hard? You want to write out, what's working for you. What's the easy part about being in the kitchen? Is it that your kitchen's super organized? Maybe your kitchen is super organized, but then making the meals, knowing what time you want to cook is not organized. And so you want to think about that. And you want to brainstorm ideas for your planning and your prepping and things like that. Again, the reason why I like the binder is because I print out recipes. Whatever recipes that I have in my phone, I print them out and I put them straight in the binder because I am not organized with phones. I'm not really good at bookmarking and like organizing where I put it. And the idea of having the binder, which I love, 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 is the binder is because my philosophy is that if something happens to me, if I am not here, if my phone dies, if I'm busy, and my husband is with my kids or somebody else is with my kids, however I run things is right here in my binder. You want to know what my kids like to eat? There's a special recipe list for things that my kid likes to eat. For my husband, like if he, if I'm out, okay, what do I make for the kids? Boom, you have a recipe right there. For the home cleaning, I have all of my DIY sprays. How do I make Febreze? How do I make cleaning, all-purpose cleaners? It's all there. It's for myself, but it's also for my husband. It's also there for when my kids get older. This is my philosophy. I want my kids to have a place to know, okay, where's all mom's recipes? It's right there. How does mom make what she makes, these, whatever, all-purpose cleaners? It's right here in the binder. And so I knew that the binder would take up time because we're on 13 minutes. So moving on, you want to think about that. Finances, you want to print out a budget sheet. That's what I have here. A budget sheet, monthly, whatever it is. And me and my husband are going through our expenses. This is so important to run your home like a CEO. I also I didn't do it yet, but I planned on writing out, obviously Amazon subscriptions, whatever you subscribe to every 3 months, how much that costs you. I write it down. I want to write it down. Whatever things that take up the most money, everything is just written down in the binder, especially if if I'm not here and somebody needs something, okay, what soap it is that mom buys or whatever it is, it's just I write it down in the binder. You don't have to go into such detail like that at all. I think a budget sheet, that's all you really need for the finance part. But me, I just like going in depth with things. And so you want to write your financial goals. You want to write how many financial goals do you have? Do you want to save up for a house? Do you want to save up for a car? Do you want to save up for a computer if you're homeschooling and a laminator, whatever it is? You write that down and you write down why you want that thing. Why do you want to save up for it? Why is it important? And you write down the total cost and, when do you plan on, when should you have enough money to buy it? So moving on from that, for kids in my binder, I have pages of all my duas that I want to make for my children so that I don't forget what duas to make for them, and they're in different areas. Rachel has this. I printed it out from her. She has different topics like health and all these things, all the topics under health to make dua for her kids, and emotions and emotional, what do you want to make dua for them for school, like everything. And I also have all my toddler activities written down in that part of the binder. And the last part would be self-care for myself. And yeah, self-care. You want to write down what are things that you're longing to do as a mom. What are things that you're missing? Write these things out. Like, I love writing and seeing what is missing. So I'm going to make two parts of this video. The first part is going to be the CEO binder, and the second part will be all the other points that I made, the other 5 points. I'll do it like that. So the self-care, you want to write, what do you miss about yourself? Like, what do you want to be doing? What do you want to make time to be doing? How can you make time to do that? For instance, I realized that I need a day. I need a solid 3 hours to get stuff done, because little hours, it doesn't work sometimes. As a mom, like, you have to keep stopping and stuff. So me and my husband came up with that Saturdays I will have 3 hours to myself, and Sundays he will have 3 hours for himself. And so Saturdays I started visiting friends, going to a friend's house. I just take the little baby, and the toddler stays with hubby, and it's fine, like, to take the baby. It's not a big deal. And so I have that block time. Saturdays is mine, Sundays is his. And so that's something that I have implemented as my self-care. So you want to really go in depth. What are things you want to start doing? How can you start doing them? When can you start doing them? And lastly, in the binder, I have things to plan for families. You want to plan out, for instance, you want to plan out summer ideas. This is the binder, yeah. You want to plan out summer ideas. You want to plan out winter ideas. You want to plan your Ramadan here, your Eid, what things that you need to buy at that, for these things to happen, places you want to go, and things like that. So this is the first part. I didn't expect it would be this long. So the first video is all about the binder. And if you want to see the rest, the second video will be about the last 5 points of running your home like a CEO. And I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions about the binder, please ask me. You could do this virtually, like I said before, but if you have any questions about what to include, what to sit down and write down, definitely message me and we can talk about that. And obviously you can have like an Islamic section in there and stuff like that, inshallah. So I hope that this was helpful, and I will be doing the second part of this video. So I'll see you soon. Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.